Hello again and welcome back to Lessons Learned. Thanks so much for joining. This is part 2 of the Lit Flower Shadowbox tutorial. So as we left off in part 1 of the video, cut out our flower with the Silhouette Cameo 4 digital cutter, and we use the Blooming Rose 3D file in Silhouette Studio as our flower of choice for this shadow box. Everything cut beautifully. Now we're going to remove these cuts and get these petals curled up and all ready to go. And to keep all my petals, organized, because they are different sizes, I go ahead and just have them temporarily in their own bins so that I kind of know what's going on, and I keep all the sizes organized and together. All right, so we have gone ahead and cut out our number 1 petal. I'm just folding some of these petal edges here. This is our second size down. So here you see me, grab anything, knitting needles, anything that you can just bend, a pen, anything that will just help you to get a good curl on the edges of those petals is what you need, okay? And we'll be curling these because you'll see a little bit later that's how they fold into our flower. And now we'll curl all of the different sizes of petals. All right, so we have all of our petals folded. Now, this is a component of the cut file, but as you see here, it also has some ink, and we used our Cameo 4 to put in our sketch pen, and it was able to ink out. And these are just guidelines that let us know where the various series of petals are going to be hot glued down. So our largest petals are going to go on the periphery here of this. What is this, a pentagon? So they'll go here, and then the next size down will go there, and then the next size down until we get to the center where we'll do something special with those petals. So now is kind of the messier part, potentially dangerous part. We are going to hot glue our buds and get them hot glued down on this round. So stay tuned. So I hope you can see this guy pretty well. We're going in on our next smallest layer of petals, and so here you see this is our next layer of the pentagon that we're going to be going in. So just stay tuned for that. And the rest of the flower will just follow suit, okay? Since you've pretty much seen the process, we'll repeat this process until we get to the inner cone of petals. All right, so here we are so far. We're just gonna pull some of the hot glue hairs away and keep going, but already she's looking gorgeous. So we're just gonna stay the course. Okay, at this point, it is getting pretty tight in here admittedly. So we just want to continue to kind of caddy and just be mindful that we do have to leave space for those inner core of the rose. So this is looking great. Let's get done to finishing this rose off. So this is what we have so far. And again, you want to just kind of, to the best of your ability, pull away at any of the hot glue hairs and frays that you see. But already you can see how we are preparing to put our central core in here of those petals. And we'll go ahead and get that shaped out now, but just absolutely gorgeous. You see the shimmer, the paper, it is a bit firm, but again, that gives texture and structure to our flowers. So we will take it. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's going to help that black backdrop of the Shadowbox just really pop. So I'm pleased so far. All right, so this is where we are so far. So as you can see here, this center is getting pretty tight. I wish it was more centered, but we'll work with it, because just as in nature, every flower is different. They're not always, completely symmetrical. But still liking this flower and the progress and the way it's looking. We're going to work on those inner cone of petals right now. So here we have inner petals and outer petals. So you see how this set is smaller than here. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to curl the leaves of our inner petals. I'm going to go ahead and curl these in. And then we're going to do the adjacent side and curl them up. All right, so here is one of the core inner petals that'll eventually go in there, but we're just going to do the outer, the larger of the inner core petals. And I've already rolled this one. This isn't as tight as the first flower that I made, but again, in nature, there's variation. And so, our flowers will be no different. So what we do is we go around and we curl these petals in like so. We make sure they're good and curled. And then we do the opposite side in like fashion. Just curl them in. Okay, and now I kind of push these corners in so they aren't, so I guess it's a little bit less blunt. And these are going to go, this set is going to go inside here, okay? So this is going to end up being something like this, and we just have to glue it all together. So let's go ahead and we'll get this glued down, and then I'll be back. I'm going to go ahead and put some hot glue around our core. You know, we're just going to kind of stuff this down. And I don't want to press on the top because I don't want to crush like these petals here. So you just have to kind of be careful. You have an appropriate tool, get in there and just kind of press it in. And again, don't get discouraged. This may not be the best rose that I have, but as in nature, it has its own distinct pattern and beauty. And we're going to go ahead and add this to our beautiful row of flowers.
Position the flowers on the Shadowbox backing to gauge final placement. Don't glue them down yet.
All right, so I just wanted you guys, hope this doesn't affect things too much, but I wanted to show you guys how I'm looping this LED lighting kind of through the shadow box. I am just using like a glue dot strip here to kind of discreetly place, to the best of my ability, the wire that runs the length of the LED lights under some of the petals. And I mean, it's not going to be 100% perfect, as you see some of it does show, but I think it will help to illumine the vinyl saying that I have. And so I just wanted to show you that, you know, it's no rhyme or reason to it. I'm just looping it the best that I can. I have tweezers. I have some other things. The wire is pliable, so that is a plus. You can kind of make it go the direction that you want it to go, and then hide some of the wire underneath the petals with the glue dots. So I'll be back with the vinyl.
Using our 𝐥𝐤𝐤, we cut out our sentiment on vinyl. After weeding the vinyl, apply transfer tape to lift. Carefully position the saying, then place transfer tape on Shadowbox surface. Burnish well. After burnishing well, carefully remove the transfer tape. Voila! And just like that, we've made our first lit shadow box with a custom vinyl saying. So here is the final result. This was a good first attempt. What do you think? I look forward to improving my technique as I create more DIY shadow boxes in the future. Well, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the shadow box tutorials. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell to be notified when we post a new video. Until next time, be sure to bloom just where you're planted. God bless. Bye.